Today, let's know more about statistical data analysis. The content is mainly divided into three parts: data, variable, types of research. Let's talk about data. What is data? Data is a collection of a variable's values gathered from the group of individuals. So, what is variable? Variable refers to a characteristic or property by which the members of a group or a set may vary or differ from one another. In research, identifying, measuring, predicting, controlling, or manipulating variables is fundamental to collect data and test hypotheses. In research, variables are categorized mainly into two ways. Based on the nature of values, they are divided into quantitative and categorical. Based on their functional relationship, they are divided into independent and dependent variable. First, let's talk about quantitative variable. Quantitative variables are attributes of individuals, objects, or things which have magnitude as an essential characteristic. Therefore, the values of quantitative variables can be ordered and measured with respect to a particular magnitude, such as years old, marks. Here are some examples of quantitative variables. For example, age, height, weight, years of education. As for categorical variable, they are those composed of a countable number of different categories or groups without any quantitative or logical order. Categorical variables have no magnitude or units, so we cannot make statements such as category A is more or less than category B. Here are some examples of categorical variables. For example, gender, type of school, survey results, and grade. Second, let's learn about independent and dependent variable. In research, it is typical to find variables that have a foundational relationship between them. That is, the one variable is function of or depends of another variable. For example, let's consider the attributes hours of playing online games and final grade. If you change the amount of hours on playing online games, your final grade might change as a result. Here, the variable being controlled or manipulated by investigator is called independent variable. The variable affected by the control or manipulation of another attitude is called dependent variable. During a research study. Researchers monitor what effect different levels of one or more independent variable have on one or more dependent variables. The third part will learn more about types of research. How to categorize the types of research. By purpose, we can divide it into descriptive research and intervention research. By data collection methods, it can be divided into qualitative research, quantitative research, and mixed method research. First, let's learn descriptive research. It is also called observational research. Descriptive research is undertaken when the researchers has a basic idea of the subject matter and want to describe the characteristics of people, situations, organizations, or environments. Descriptive research examines a situation as it is. It does not involve changing the situation under investigation. The most common descriptive research approaches used are the following: comparative survey research, correlational research, developmental research. That conclude cross-sectional developmental research and longitudinal developmental research. And case study and ethnography. Second, interventional research. Intervention research. It is also called experimental research. Intervention research is a systematic study of purposive change strategies, characterized by both the design and development of interventions or treatments. An intervention is an intent, planned and targeted action which aims at improving or preventing an undesirable condition or phenomenon. The most common intervention research approaches used are the true experiments and quasi-experiments. About qualitative research, it is research primarily involving the collection and analysis of numerical data. Qualitative research approaches are often interpretive, focused heavily on the researcher's interpretation, with little or no regard for numerical measurement of the phenomenon under study. The most common quantitative research approaches are case study and ethnography. As for quantitative research primarily involves the collection, numerical measurement, and statistical analysis of research observations. The most common quantitative research approaches are comparative survey research, correlational research, and developmental research, true experiments, and quasi-experiments. Mixed method mixed method research. It involves the collection or analysis of both quantitative and qualitative data in a single study. In mixed methods research, statistical information obtained from quantitative measurements is supported and enriched by qualitative information obtained from the explanations provided by the research participants. Statistical data have corresponding analysis methods and choice. For qualitative research data, there are in vivo. For quantitative research data, there are SPSS, AMOS. Thank you. That's all for today. Goodbye.